Pixar's been pretty perfect when it comes to great animated movies so far, and Brave is their 13th feature and their first with a female lead who just happens to be a princess. I was worried that Pixar was going to get trapped into the Disney princess typical syndrome, but thankfully this princess and this movie can stand on their own. The setting is Scotland. The land is divided up into 4 councils. The main one is led by King Fergus, voiced by Billy Connolly, Queen Eleanor, Emma Thompson, and their daughter Princess Merida, Kelly Macdonald from Boardwalk Empire. Eleanor's #1 goal is to prepare Merida to become a proper queen like herself. As part of tradition, Merida has reached the age that she must marry the winner of a challenge among the firstborn sons of the other 3 groups. But the princess has other ideas. She loves archery and to ride her horse through the countryside with her bow and arrow, hitting targets along the way. And she wants to decide her own fate and make her own decisions as to where her life will take her. One day, when Merida has finally had enough of her mother, she runs away, following some wisps, small magical creatures who, legend has it, lead you to your fate. This leads to a decision Merida makes that not only could change her future, but that of the entire kingdom.
All right, Jackson, a lot to talk about here. Let's start with the setting. An interesting choice for an animated feature.
Yeah.
Does Scotland work?
I think it does. I mean, first of all, the animation is beautiful. I mean, some of the landscape scenes of the Scottish countryside look like real photographs. And all of the characters have Scottish accents, so you can understand them, well, at least most of them. This is a fable, so the setting works to create the mood of the story, and the soundtrack is filled with lively Scottish music.
Now, Pixar is known for producing animated films that work for both adults and kids, sometimes even more for adults,
That's
actually.
right.
Does it live up to the studio's great track record?
I think Brave really works on both levels. I mean, sometimes it's much darker than many of the other Pixar movies, but it also has a lot of slapstick and is at times goofier and sillier than any of the other Pixar films. But the 2 different tones are blended nicely, and there's plenty here for all ages to enjoy.
Now, how about the performances, especially Kelly Macdonald, who's an adult actress playing a teenager?
Right.
Does that work out?
I think it does. I mean, she's wonderful. The perfect choice to play this character since she is Scottish and her accent is real. Emma Thompson is also outstanding as the queen. The first half hour of Brave, which consists mostly of a verbal battle of wills between Merida and her mother, it's Pixar at its best. I mean, there's honest dialogue between these 2 strong female characters. The movie falls off a little bit after that, but not much.
Now, obviously, Pixar and Disney are counting on millions of girls to go to see this movie.
Right.
Will boys be interested, too?
I think they might be. I mean, the studios are really counting on boys because of the action and the slapstick. But this was really a risk from the start, making a Pixar princess movie, even though she may be gutsier and tougher than many of the other Disney princesses. If it underachieves at the box office, the studios will know that they didn't get the boy audience.
All right, Jackson, what's the grade here?
On the official LCJ report card, Pixar's Brave gets a B+. Definitely not the best of the bunch, but worth seeing by everyone. I think it's still in the upper half of all the Pixar movies.